So some people watching this video may not know that MrBeast has an official Roblox game that's under him and his brand, and it was honestly hyped up for many years. There was a good chunk of time where a lot of speculation was happening about him making a game, then it went quiet, then people talked about it a little bit more, and then finally the game that exists today has released. For those who don't know, MrBeast's Roblox game was in celebration of his TV show that was coming out called Beast Games. The Roblox game is titled Beast Games, and it was a partnership with Roblox, MrBeast, and Amazon Prime Video where the TV show was released. Now as of today, this game has over 24.1 million visits, but barely has any players and hasn't been updated in months. And the thing is, it's not because this game is exactly bad, it's for a few reasons that meant that this game was basically dead in the water as soon as it released. You see, back in November of 2024, Sharkblocks released a video called MrBeast officially comes to Roblox ... Is this a bad thing? And in this video he basically talks about how people were able to find a Roblox group named after MrBeast with a few accounts inside of it that seemed like MrBeast members. Not too much later, MrBeast officially released a video of his own on his MrBeast gaming channel with almost 50 million subscribers titled 50 YouTubers Fight for $100,000. Now this video basically got 28 million views as of today, and it was released on December 19th of 2020. Now this video was used for the main promotion of the game at first. Now this video does not actually specifically talk about the Roblox game that he released. However, in the description he puts a link to it that sends people towards it. So at that point the game was released on the same day, and it quickly gained about 1,000 players. That was also the same day the first episode released, and over time the game eventually started to get a good chunk of players. It had a couple spikes of 8,000 and then 13,000 players on the 16th of January, and there was a few reasons for why. You see, this Beast Games game was not actually that bad. As you guys can see from the gameplay on screen right now, it honestly is not a very low quality game. It's a very high quality, well designed, well built out game. It looks aesthetically nice, but the thing is, one of the main reasons that got it so many players also resulted in its downfall. You see, one of the reasons why is in fact these free items that they give away to you in the game, and I'm going to cut over to myself inside of the game to show you guys what I'm talking about. So yeah, here I am inside the game, and there's a bunch of different items that you can get as a player in this game, and some of these things are built-in game things or items that you can just buy for Robux like normally. These aren't like, you know, rare special ones. The currency inside this game can also be spent to get some of these items itself. So I have about 50,000 of this currency, and you can get a Beast Games money backpack plushie for 2.5 million. There's also all these items here that are actually sold out now, which are basically just a bunch of different items that were given away as free GCs with like 50,000, 25,000, however many copies. This seems to be the last one that's still available with only 112 left. I don't know how long that'll last, and you basically get them for getting these beast bucks by playing different mini games inside of the game. So yeah, these are the things that the game has. These are the items inside of it that basically push you to play the game for longer, which is honestly fairly smart because it sends people to go get items. But the thing is, most of these items were rare UGC limiteds that only a certain amount of people could get, which means anyone who missed it eventually didn't get the items. Now this isn't the worst, but there is a major reason why games like this and other popular Roblox sponsored games die out fairly fast. The thing is with this game is it's not significantly better than something like Epic Minigames. It's just a MrBeast branded version of Epic Minigames with a new coat of paint. And again, this is not disrespect to MrBeast, it's honestly just the truth. The thing is with the game is you basically just play a few games, then you get something, then you play it again, and there's not really any ultimate point or reason to why you do it once there's no free UGC limiteds. Everyone will just go play the game they like more. So with the developers not releasing any more free items, it seems like the sponsorship pretty much was abandoned as the show ended up ending, and they haven't updated the game for over 3 months. Now a very similar game to MrBeast's Beast Games is called Build a Rocket versus Mark Rober, which is Mark Rober the YouTuber's official Roblox game that he released. It has just about 16 million visits, and it used to pull thousands of players. In fact, you guys can see on the chart on screen, it actually used to be very popular. Upon its release, the game had about 6,000 players for a few days, with free UGC limiteds coming out and people actually fairly enjoying the game's premise as they were trying to aim for that goal of free Roblox items. And that is another pattern of reasons why these sponsored games are failing. If you were to look at the chart of Mark Rober's game, you guys would see it spikes and then instantly basically falls down forever. And the thing is, it's not an objectively bad game, but the thing with this game is, why is it better than something that's been around like Build a Boat for Treasure? If you guys were to look at these two games and compare them, you would notice how they're basically direct competitors. And again, I have no disrespect to the developers at all. They did a really good job on both of these games, Beast Games and Build a Rocket, and also no disrespect to the YouTubers, but why are these sponsored games any better than the ones that have already released? In my opinion, for sponsored games to actually really succeed on the platform, it either needs to be in partnership with already popular Roblox games to expand them, or bring something brand new, high quality, or test out some new Roblox system that is better. A similar thing with a popular celebrity partnering with Roblox is when Charlie XCX, who I believe is a popular musician, partnered with with the game Dress to Impress, and it was basically all built-in systems, and it honestly was very supported and got thousands of players. Dress to Impress was already popular, getting thousands of players, and this partnership only expanded Dress to Impress more and brought a lot of attention to what I believe is Charlie XCX's album. I think that's what she was promoting. Overall, this benefited Roblox a lot because it brought a lot of new players that were fans of the musician to the game, and a lot of players of the game to the music. In my opinion, for future brand partnerships, it would have been way better if MrBeast partnered with something like Epic Minigames or Brookhaven or something to build in a full-on sponsorship. Having these games giving out free UGCs that will only last a couple weeks is, in my opinion, not that beneficial for the platform. There's a game called Wimbledon Tennis Showdown, and is a sponsored game by the Wimbledon Championships, which is a tennis championship, I believe, and it pulls thousands of players every single day. They're still consistently releasing a lot of UGC limiteds, but in my opinion, I feel like this game is not just successful for the UGC limiteds. It's because there aren't really any other popular tennis games on Roblox. They don't have that much competition, and it's also been supported for way longer. There's a point to become the best in this game because it continues to stay popular. Why would you want to get number one on the leaderboards in the Beast Games game if all it's going to do is die in a couple weeks? I know for myself and some of my friends, we don't even really tend to play that many of the event games anymore just because there's really no point. You get these items and then you sell them for a couple hundred Robux and then that's it. There isn't really much of a benefit to the players because the games are nothing new. Imagine if this Gucci Town Roblox game from 2022, instead of being its own native game to sell these UGC limiteds and just was sort of a boring map, imagine it was instead something in a game like Dress to Impress that added Gucci clothes to the game that were also UGC limiteds, or some Roblox concert happening inside of Welcome to Bloxburg. Imagine these event games were inside of things that are already popular. These games like this Gucci Town game, people only play for the free items. That's why if you were to look at the chart, when the game released, it got about 12,000 players before it was literally dead about 4 or 5 days later, because when the items ran out of supply, nobody really wanted to play the game and there was no point to continue. If a game like Dress to Impress gives out free limited time things for people, the people who play that game a lot are still going to enjoy it and still be interacting with the sponsored content for months after the time. I don't know if you guys remember when Chipotle had a game where they gave out free real life burritos. Imagine if Chipotle collaborated with something like Grow a Garden where you could grow the ingredients to make a Chipotle burrito and then you get a free trophy or something. Things like that building into the game that give people a reason to play it and to continue playing those games is going to help Roblox promote the biggest games on their platform and continue to grow these popular games. These games that have shown to be popular before, if more people learn about them through sponsorships, the more popular they'll get and the more money Roblox will make. In my opinion, I think that partnerships with games or brand new ideas are the best way for these sponsorships to come through. And if Roblox keeps releasing these sort of half-baked, sort of weird event games or partnership stuff, in my opinion, it's just not going to end up very beneficial. Then again, who knows how much Roblox cares because it makes them a lot of money. They get these great numbers that they can show to investors. Oh, 13,000 players on a MrBeast game. Yeah, but that was for a day. And then it is now at 25. And again, I just want to say for the third time, this is not against MrBeast. This is none of the people that sponsor Roblox's fault because it honestly is just an issue with the way that Roblox is doing it right now. Imagine these teams of developers that are spending time on these brand new games instead partnered with the teams of something like Bloxburg to build a brand new island or something like that with a whole storyline and quest built into a game that is already popular. As opposed to getting a bunch of things in games you aren't that big of fans of, if you for example play Bloxburg and you get some special trophies, you're going to enjoy that way more in the long term than you will as a just standalone game. I'm honestly interested to hear what you guys think about this because it genuinely is a major issue on Roblox having these temporary sponsorship things that kind of just suck a bunch of players away from other popular games and then just die out over time. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, but either way, have an amazing day and take care.